Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we've got another spotting, the best look yet of the Model Y Juniper, and there's like 7 things that we've got a clear look at, 7 feature updates on the Model Y Juniper. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics, but before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So let's jump into it. Model Y Juniper, there's more pictures being released now and more features that we can clearly see on this brand new model. Here's the first one right off the bat. The Model Y is going to come out with Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires. Very interesting to see this brand of tire. And on top of that, look at this rim design here. As a number 2, we've got the rims with whatever size this is. You can't really see 20-inch rims, 19-inch rims with the cap in the middle. So very similar style to other Tesla rims that are out there. And on top of that, here's a post from Nick. It makes sense why Tesla decided to split the Model Y front light bar into 3 segments: cost and repairability. It will be much easier for them to swap out one segment instead of replacing one continuous light bar. When there's millions of these sold, cost at a huge consideration. And if you think about it, I mean, the Cybertruck has one continuous light bar, and that light bar from Tesla as a part, if you were to place that massive one piece across of it, is going to be about $750 just for the part of it alone. So this kind of does make sense, because if you think about it, more volume with the Model Y, it could get into more accidents, more vehicles out there, knock on wood. And so this could make a lot of sense. You got section 1 right here, section 2 in the middle, and then section 3 on the left side. And on top of that, it's an amber turn signal on one side or on the left and right side as well. So that does make a lot of sense. Here's another picture of the Model Y in the clearest look yet for sure. And we've got what? We've got a front license plate here on the, of course, the China market is a different type of look here. And we've also got, this one's an interesting one because there's something missing here on the back side of this Model Y. And so maybe this launch edition is not going to be sticking around for too long at all, because unless this says launch edition, but no, the launch edition ones have like a badge on the back. So this one is an interesting one that these are being rolled off the line without that. Here's another one. They're calling these rims the Helix 20-inch or Helix 2.0 20-inch rims. They'll be replacing the black induction wheels from the previous generation. And actually, I kind of like the black induction rims. I think they're like one of my more favorite Tesla Model Y rims across the board. And so maybe what they're going to do here, I could easily see this year. They'll probably do like a silver version for the launch edition or whatever it may be. And then they'll switch to the black version to like spice it up a little bit, because black always looks more better for sure. We've got an interesting photo here. We got Tesla Model Y old deliveries in China market being delivered, and the new Model Y. You can see it definitely looks more beefier and wider, even though it's an illusion, I would say, but because of this tail light on the rear side of it. And there's more pictures of this tail light, and this tail light is looking much cooler than what we have initially might have guessed about, because how it illuminates, as we talked about earlier about the cyber cabin, how it reflects. It's not direct, it's like indirect, and it flashes along the body. I mean, look how bright this thing actually looks, and almost menacing for sure. It's actually like a lot wider and thicker, I would say, without actually having a piece that's wider and thicker, because it illuminates off the body and reflects off into the rear like that. So really cool to see, and I can't wait to see this actually coming out. Take a look at another picture of the rear side of the Model Y as we get a good look at it. We can see like this lip here is pretty long or wide. I would say that's what, if I were to guess, 2 to 3 inches wide there. We got a nice cool diffuser at the bottom here. And I'm still not over this, but this massive blank panel right here on the back, I think it's just one of these things. A, I have to get used to it, and B, I have to see it in person to see what it looks like. But here's the roundup of a lot of the new photos. Rear light bar, front light bar, interior with the single stock. So it seems like China is going with that. And you can see it looks kind of interesting and funny with the left side of it right there. You can see it's just one stock. So I would imagine that is going to be the turn signal and replacing the turn signal that's on the button. But hopefully they'll figure out a way to, because I still like turn signals on the steering wheel. Maybe there a way to customize the different things and switches with that, but maybe there won't be. We'll actually see. And then going on to the front, we already saw this picture, and then the rims we already saw as well. But what people are getting interested and most excited about is this rear tail light. From this angle right here, we can see how much of a design innovation or whatever you want to call it this actually is. Because you can see how much concave that is. And so the light literally reflects off the bottom here and then shines in. Really, if you think about it, like traditional taillights, you have it like a big plastic piece or whatever it is, and it lights up and shines that way. But this is like a different way of shining that whole area with the light pointing down or whichever it may be. But really cool and really nice to see a different way and different style of the taillight. And of course, a shout out to Zongwin for at least posting these photos right off the bat. It seems like they're getting these spy shots of, or not spy shots, but of these vehicles getting delivered off of the carriers to Tesla showrooms, right in anticipation of the Model Y Juniper release or delivery release into showrooms for the Lunar New Year in the China market. But definitely really cool. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know into the different things that we've spotted on here. And are you going to be getting a Model Y Juniper? Are you going to be waiting for it when it actually releases? I'm still thinking that it's going to be some sort of release before January 29th, but because January 29th is the next earnings call. But taking a look at it, I mean, January 29th is in like a week now, so it would have to be either this Thursday, Friday, whichever it may be, to get people excited for the Model Y Juniper. But let us know, when do you think it's actually going to be coming out? Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Jesse, thanks for coming in. 007, great to see you. Ronnie, Frosty, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. But we'll get to all your live stream comments in just a second. In this next topic, Tesla Cybertruck inventory is out of control. We are now seeing new higher inventory limits for the Tesla Cybertruck, and Tesla now shows over 1,100 Cybertruck listings posted online for the first time ever. On our usual handy-dandy inventory website, I mean, inventory is going crazy all over the place. Model Y at the top here at that mustard yellow line, and we got this maroon line at the bottom, hitting over around almost 1,000 vehicles posted online. I mean, we're starting to see discounts of the Tesla Cybertruck, and there's really a big discrepancy because there's 2024s that are demo that don't qualify for the $7,500, and unless you lease it, of course, like this one right here, $2,200 off or $2,210 off. And of course, this discount, you can make it even better by using a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get up to $1,000 off of a Tesla vehicle. But then on the flip side is like there's 2025s that should should qualify for the tax credit, but I'm hearing inklings that it is not point of sale, and Tesla is not figuring out how to do that point of sale. So that might give me an indication on maybe the $7,500 federal tax credit is truly could be going away, because if Tesla is not trying to do the legwork to figure out how to get the Cybertruck as a $7,500 point of sale discount at the time of purchase, maybe they know something that we don't know, and they're getting guidance of that. But Cybertruck inventory is getting higher and higher. And so I do believe there will be better deals as we get into the end of the first quarter, and especially as we get to the end of this year. And dare I say, a cheaper, more inexpensive $60,000 Cybertruck, I think that definitely is going to be coming out, whether by the end of this year, maybe quarter 4, or next year after that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Jesse, Trump's claim about the ending the EV mandate is misleading. There's no actual mandate. Yes, yeah, definitely. The Biden administration set voluntary targets for EV adoption, along with incentives like tax credit and funding for charging infrastructure. Trump's move revokes these goals, cuts EV tax credit, and halts funding for chargers and challenges California's rules. Yeah, thank you for that, Jesse. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion with this, and yes, the 7,500 is still here at the moment, but as what we've seen and what Trump wants to do, he wants to get rid of it, but nothing he has signed yesterday has officially gotten rid of it yet. 007, thanks for coming in. Enjoying my Model 2025 Model Y performance. After 4 days, I noticed some paint imperfections on my Quicksilver. Had to submit photos, and Tesla will determine if it's under warranty. If they deny the fix, I'll be disappointed. What type of imperfections, like bubbling or rust? Those are usually what I've seen that Tesla will fix. If it's like flaking or anything like that, they'll definitely try and fix it. Looks like Cyclops with X-Men. Yeah, the light bar and everything. It's definitely different. Jesse, why am I buying a Model Y Juniper? Because I'm done living like a mere mortal. This isn't just a car. It's my ticket to ascendancy. Interesting. It's panoramic move. It's not for Stargreens. Okay, nice. I'm not here to blend in. I'm here to dominate silently, efficiently, with the smug certification of knowing I'm the future while everybody's stuck in the past. Okay, Jesse, a very interesting move and stance on why you want to buy a Tesla. Frosty, predictions on when Tesla could drop 0% APR in the US for the old Model Y. I guess at this point, we need to see when this Juniper actually releases for the US, and then from there, we can try and make some predictions. But if Juniper releases sometime between now and the end of January, I could see some sort of move in February, definitely March at the latest, for Tesla to do some sort of financing incentive. Will they go all the way to 0%? Potentially, or do they tier it? Do they do like a 1.99, 0.99, and then go to 0% by March? So we could see something like that, or maybe they just rip the band-aid and say, hey, let's just get rid of these vehicles ASAP because they're just sitting ducks and they need to get rid of them. In this next topic, a Tesla killer appears. I love taking a look at these because here's a new Tesla killer, a potential competitor in EV. Volvo has announced to provide USA pricing for their new EV, the EX30. And pricing, when I see this, $44,900, I get pretty excited because competition is good at the end of the day. And taking a look at what other markets and what other vehicles out there, I mean, this styling of the EV, I actually don't hate it at all. I actually kind of like it for the Volvo styling it actually is. But prices start at $45,000, give or take. We don't know if this is the $7,500 federal tax rate included in this or not. Range up to 253 miles, 0 to 63.4 seconds, 69 kilowatt battery. And so let us know, what do you think about the styling of this? And do you think this is a better deal than the Model Y, or do you need to wait until the Model Y actually comes out and then stack both of them together? But actually, no, this is definitely not a better deal because peak charging 153 kilowatts. I think I'll take the Model Y over this, hands down, 100%. I don't even think it could be a Tesla killer when you've got charging rates in the 100 to 153, when Model Y is 250, and then we got Cybertruck coming out at 350 kilowatts. So maybe let's scratch this across the board. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking about it. Tried full self-driving a couple times at night and it failed big time. It told me to pay attention even though I'm looking at the road, and hands on the steering wheel. We'll need to try in daytime. Yeah, try sunglasses 0 to 7. That's the way to go. Nighttime, yeah, because you can't wear sunglasses. Because it basically tracks the eyes. And so if you look down at all, it's it's just trying to make sure you're being a safe driver. But we actually took delivery of a Ford F-150 Lightning. We actually gave it back already. And I thought Tesla was annoying with like the full self-driving and making sure you look straight and everything. The Ford Blue Cruise is like 10 times more annoying than Tesla. So we've got it good, I would say, with the Tesla full self-driving system. Daniel, will the new front bumper camera help with full self-driving to avoid speed bumps and potholes at fast speeds? I don't know about potholes, because I don't think our Cybertruck avoids potholes using the front camera. I think it just runs through them. But I mean, that's not to say that could be an update in the near future. Will your friend get referral credits once you accepted for the car? Yes, it's supposed to be right after you accept and take delivery. It should be like the next day or something like that. Much nervous, John? Why are you nervous? And enjoy your gas tanks, peasants. Yeah, and of course, Jesse, like enjoy going to the gas station, because I do not like going to the gas station anymore. It just like stinks. You touch the gas, all that stuff. It's not worth it. Ronnie, 253 miles of range. No thanks. Yeah, 100%. Maybe it's not a competitor at all, unless it was like $20,000 or $25,000. I bet Volvo is going to have to figure out how to sell those vehicles, just like how they're subsidizing like the Polestar 3, 2, all these vehicles. Like it's a race to the bottom to figure out how can they get these vehicles on the road at $200 to $300 a month, because that's the threshold really in which people are willing to take that risk at $200 to $300 a month at the end of the day. In this next topic, 0% financing is here. And of course, it's definitely not here for Tesla. But let's take a look at the other vehicles, electric vehicles that are out there in the market that have 0% financing. Because when there's competition at 0%, this could potentially mean that Tesla could bring back 0% because they take a look at the market out there and see that other competitors are out there. Shout out to Car Dealership Guy for posting this. Volkswagen ID4 is 0% for 72 months. Ford F-150 Lightning, not a bad idea, but I think I would lease that instead. Actually, all of these vehicles that are on this list, I would say it's a better lease to lease one of those vehicles instead, because you don't know how depreciation could affect them, and you don't want to keep this vehicle for longer than 3 to 4 years. Acura ZDX, I heard there was a deal on this one for like a one-pay lease for $6,000 for like 2 to 3 years, so that would be a better deal, hands down, 100%. Ford F-150 Lightning, we talked about this already, but you can get this truck $300 to $400 a month lease with $300 to $400 down. If you're interested in that, definitely check out our Discord down below in the description and hit up broker Tim so that he can get you hooked up on a deal. And this one's interesting because the Dodge Charger Daytona electric vehicle, that car just came out, and it's interesting to see that it's already at 0% financing for 72 months. So hands down across the board, the industry is trying to figure out how to sell electric vehicles. And it seems like a low, cheap monthly payment and 0% financing is the way to go. So certainly I'm excited to see if 0% financing comes out for the Tesla vehicle, especially the older Model Y. Definitely not the Model Y Juniper. I don't think that's going to be coming out for that until like later this year, like Q3 or Q4. Diana, what do you think the model range for the new Juniper would be for the US model? I think it's going to be about maybe it's going to be very small incremental, like 3% to maybe tops 10% better. And so it's just better than what the currently is at the moment. So I don't expect much, because I don't think they put in like a 100 kilowatt battery or a 95 kilowatt battery as some of the rumors came out to be, but we'll never know. Taking back, Aaron, great to see you. My full self-driving has been amazing all weather and all times of day. Have no issue other than a little sensitive eye tracking. I loving full self-driving for sure. Yeah, once you get used to it and you understand what it's trying to do, it is definitely a well worth technology, because it's gotten way better over the years. This happened to me. No sunglasses, nighttime. It kept telling me to look at the road when I was Christian. Interesting. Yeah. Then maybe it's just not being able. Maybe it can't see your eyes for whatever it may be. It could be going. They told me 2 to 3 months for the Tesla credit over the phone. When I asked them, oh no, it should be pretty immediate. Like it should be like the next day they take delivery. You should be able to get your referral credit 100% quickly. John, Cybertruck lease buyout, do now or do later? John, great question. I would say if you do not need the vehicle, wait it out, because it doesn't seem like a slick deal. It just seems like an okay deal. Like if I were to rate Cybertruck deals at the moment, it's like a 5 out of 10, because we've seen better. We've seen discounts, what, $4,000 to $8,000 off plus everything. And so, I mean, it's not really in a rush, and it's only going to get better because inventory for the Tesla Cybertruck, this bottom maroon line right here, is only going to get higher and higher because the hype is gone at this moment. So if you're in no rush, then I would say wait it out 100%. Jesse, Tesla ripping off the Band-Aid like Trump peeling that Band-Aid off his ear. Okay. And you just know it's going to leave a market 100%. 07, Tesla recommends not to use supercharger as your main charge, but I see so many YouTubers saying that their battery degradation between 3 to 5 after 50K. Is this true? Yeah. I mean, Tesla doesn't recommend it, and people have done a ton of supercharging, and it doesn't really seem to affect it too much. The good thing though is that you really shouldn't have to worry because Tesla has that 8-year, 100 or 120,000 mile warranty. So you can pretty much use it however you want, and then just make sure if you notice any degradation that's beyond 30%, just use that warranty and get a brand new battery, because we've seen plenty of those posts where people have gotten brand new batteries from warranty and everything. In this next topic, Trump has freezes EV infrastructure funds. This was an interesting one because I think I missed this yesterday with all the commotion of Trump signing all these different executive orders. He actually froze charging infrastructure funds. So I'm not an expert on this at all, but certainly does this mean that he can use that same type of executive order to freeze electric vehicle funds and everything? But if you don't know what this is, so there was a infrastructure bill or whatever it is to try and get chargers all over the US, of course. I don't know, like billions of dollars or whatever it is. I mean, you could certainly do more research, and here's a little bit of what it could be. White House says CCS connectors still required for federal EV charging station funding. And I think when I read about this, or I didn't really take a look at it, but certainly Tesla was going to get some of the funds, but then they didn't, or whatever it is. I don't know exactly what happened with it, but Trump signed an executive order yesterday that froze some of that infrastructure rollout funds. And so maybe he does have more power, or maybe it's not contested yet, or whatever. I mean, certainly at this moment, none of the 196 executive orders signed by Trump yesterday target the 7,500 federal EV tax credit. There's a lot you can read into it, but it's still there. And as we still see it, it's still posted on the fueleconomy.gov website that's in collaboration source with the IRS. And so certainly it's still around at this moment, but that's not to say that this could be contested or whatever it may be in the near future. And so certainly if you're trying to lock in that 7,500, it might be worth it. But at the same time, I feel like even if it does kill it, there'll still be some sort of rollout. It's not going to end immediately, especially for the consumer. And so certainly we'll see some sort of phase out or rollout for the 7,500 federal tax rate. And hopefully we get some sort of overlap in which the 7,500 is still there. Juniper still stays delivery, and people can stack on with both of those and get the vehicle that they want at a nice discount as well. But maybe that gives us an insight, because we discovered earlier today that maybe some of these Cybertrucks, if it's a 2025 model, even though it is on the fueleconomy.gov website, it's 7,500. I've been hearing reports that Tesla is not doing it point of sale at all. So maybe they've got some information to figure out that they don't want to set that up for whatever it may be, because they want people to get that 7,500 when they file for the taxes later on instead. So a bit confusing for sure, but very interesting to see. And we just have to wait and see. And maybe on the earnings call next week on January 29th, that will be a question that will be posed. And maybe Elon will have some more insight because he's so close to all of this at the current moment. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. What do you think is going to happen with the 7,500 federal tax credit? Royce, thanks for coming in. Do you think we will see old new Model Ys at a 10K discount plus 0% financing? Has that ever happened in the pass. Yes, $10,000 discount has happened. And in fact, we keep a list of all the best deals that we find currently. Right now, we're up to about $6,000 off for the most discounted vehicles across the country in the US. I'll post it right here, but it's also down below in the description as well. In December, like the last 2 days of the month in December, we saw discounts as high as $10,800. And of course, there wasn't 0% financing because it ended on December 15th. So there was like a lot of different angles that were going on at the same time. But do I think it's coming back? Yeah, I definitely think it's coming back in some sort of form. Jesse bringing the hit. Yes, Jesse's bringing the heat. 007, why does Model Y long range all-wheel drive price is the same or more than Model Y price? Maybe because they got too many Model Y Performances heading to Hawaii. Yeah, maybe actually because I was looking in the California market and I couldn't find any Model Y Performances. So I don't know what the heck is going on for sure. Sean, I would think that Congress would have to repeal the EV tax rate due to the fact it was passed into law. Yeah, exactly. And so yesterday we talked about the 3 different scenarios that could happen according to Troy Teslike. And yeah, one of them is getting Congress to put the law in or repeal the law, whatever it is, and then Trump signing off on the law. The Stanley Cup straw is always slurping on the unsung hero of this videos. It's getting more action than his Tesla charging port. Yeah, very nice, Jesse, for sure on that one. In this next topic, Rivian, new program, upgrade program. Now they're offering up to $6,000 if you're looking to upgrade your current Rivian into getting into a new one. Well, actually, let's take a look at this. From January 21st to March 31st, so it just started, customers in US and Canada can save up to $6,000 when ordering new 2025 R1S or 2025 R1T configurations from the R1 shop. And so it looks like it's actually, you don't have to upgrade from like trading in your current one or whatever it may be. All you have to do is just get into a new one. You can save up to $6,000 off. Of course, if you use a Tri or get a Tri with a max battery, 4,500 max battery and performance upgrade, and a dual max battery for $3,000 as a discount. And so very interesting to see. It looks like it's inventory only. And so if you're looking to get into a Rivian, there is a Rivian referral code just like the one down below in the description where you can save an extra $500 in Rivian credits if you're looking to get into that. But Rivian seems interesting. I haven't really seen too many other deals from this, and so we have to see what this actually stacks like if you're looking to be leasing one of these vehicles. But this doesn't seem like a crazy deal. I mean, yes, any thousands of dollars is going to be better than no thousands of dollars, but at this moment it seems like a par for the course type of upgrade deal for Rivian. But in case you missed it, there is an extra Rivian discount if you're looking to get into one. Carlos, have you heard of anything on the rumors of the new Model Y heading to the American showrooms? Saw a post on Instagram saying we shouldn't expect to see them next week. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing them next week either. I think it's going to be an announcement later this week or next week, and then probably showrooms, February, March, or like right before. Because if you think about it, China is producing them, but they're not going to be delivering them until March, or maybe that's one of those things where it's like they're saying March, but it'll be a lot quicker than March, and so they're setting low expectations, which could be a good angle for them as well. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.